Sheena. I'm the Executive Director of the Arts Council Windsor and Region, and we are in Art Speak Gallery in Walkerville, which is also the Arts Council office. This is where we're going to start our journey today. We're going to be going all throughout the county, talking about what's going on in Culture Days, but you might ask, what is Culture Days and how can I participate in Culture Days? So Culture Days is a national movement, so it's kind of a national celebration of culture. So it's a way for you to get engaged, get involved, and find new avenues to experience culture in your everyday life. So how can you tell if something's happening in your neighborhood? Look for some great balloons. They all have Culture Days on them. You can also look for the great sunspots that are on all of the windows of all participating Culture Days activities. But what's great is you can actually make your own schedule. You can go to culturedays.ca and you can click on Windsor, Ontario. Do a radius of about 50 kilometers, you'll get a ton of activities in our area. So go to culturedays.ca, make your own schedule today. But what we're going to do today, before we do that, we're going to go throughout the county, see what's happening. Come on and join me. Hi, it's Michelle Sheena from the Arts Council Windsor and Region. We're here in the beautiful Capitol Theatre in Windsor, Ontario, and I'm standing next to Kathy Masterson, Cultural Affairs Manager of the City of Windsor. And Kathy, what's going on in Windsor for Culture Days?
Well, Windsor is a fantastic community filled with lots of artists, lots of artistic organizations, and we have so many different events that I can even list them all off. So if you want something that explores some of our music, we have that happening. Lots of restaurants with different cultural foods being able to be explored. The farmers market is open, the museum is open, Windsor's own community museum, the Art Gallery of Windsor, and the list really goes on. So I would suggest anyone really interested in exploring Windsor goes to the culturedays.ca website and downloads their own personal tour of what it is that you can do here in our community.
So Kathy, what does Culture Days mean to Windsor, Ontario?
Well, Windsor is a really awesome community, and we just have so many different layers of culture that take place here. And that's really the joy of culture, is that it's so broad. It's all these threads that come together to really help tell the unique story of a community. And here in Windsor, of course, we have three founding families, really, so to speak. We have the English, the French, and the Aboriginal, who were all here as early settlers, so their stories are very prominent. We are a huge multicultural community, so we have a huge range of other ethnic and early settler stories that we can tell here. We have natural heritage, we have art. All of the artist stories are very important to tell. Music, being so close to the border, we have a huge musical experiences here. And all of these different components, all these different threads really tie our community together and make us a little bit unique and different than any other community in Canada.
That's great. So I definitely want to encourage everybody to come out to Windsor, Ontario, see all of the different stories, write your own story while you're here, definitely photograph while you're going out to Culture Days. Thank you very much, Kathy.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Michelle Sheena from the Arts Council Windsor and Region. We're here in the Leamington Arts Centre in Leamington, Ontario, and I'm here with Amanda Smith, the Cultural Affairs Manager of Recreation and Culture. What's your post?
So it's Amanda Smith, Manager of Culture and Recreation Services for the Municipality of Leamington. And yes, welcome to beautiful Leamington and here at the Arts Centre.
Great. So Amanda, we're here to talk about Culture Days. We're actually on our route all across Windsor and Essex County to find out what's going on in Culture Days and how Culture Days is affecting each community. So my big question to you is, what does Culture Days mean to Leamington?
Okay, well I'm so glad you asked, because here in Leamington we are very happy to be part of the Culture Days weekend that's coming up. So at the Leamington Arts Centre, we've partnered as well with the municipality and the Uptown Leamington VIA and the Migrant Workers Community Program to host a full one-day visual arts experience as part of our Uptown Leamington Culture Crawl. So what we're really trying to do is generate some tourism by having visitors come to the Uptown in Leamington, where they can actively participate by shopping, of course, in our storefronts, but also to interact with visual artists that are being stationed at each of our businesses. And there's going to be close to 8 to 10 businesses participating. And how the visitor gets to be involved, because it's all free and we really want them to be here, is that they will actually pick up their Culture Crawl map and they can travel to each of the different locations and get it stamped. And then throughout the day, they can just drop it off at any of the participating locations and we'll have a chance to win some very cool prizes.
That's amazing. That's really great that there's all these partnerships that are happening because of Culture Days and ways for the audience to be able to participate. Is there anything else that you would want our audience to know about Leamington outside of Culture Days?
Well, I think just as long as they start off at the Arts Council of Windsor Essex region and be able to enjoy all the other activities happening throughout the county, and really just to know that Leamington is actively involved, and we've got a great deal of visual artists and other cultural experiences happening. So it's an excellent one-day stop, but feel free to come back and visit anytime.
That's amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Michelle Sheena from the Arts Council Windsor and Region, and I'm here in Amherstburg talking to Ann Rhoda. Ann, what's your full title?
Manager of Tourism and Culture for the town of Amherstburg. Michelle, welcome.
Thank you very much. We're really excited to be in Amherstburg talking about Culture Days today. Can you give us some fine points of what's going on in Amherstburg today?
Well, we are thrilled. Amherstburg is thrilled to participate in this phenomena. It is nationwide, and for a small town to be able to present some of our cultural presentations and some of the arts, we are just thrilled. Doors Open, for example, will be on our menu with 22 sites, but also 10 individual artists will be presenting their craftsmanship. So we are very, very excited about these unique experiences that the public will be able to take in during that weekend.
You say small town, but that seems like a lot of activities that are happening. That's amazing.
It is. When we put out the call for cultural presentations, the arts community just pulls together and is very, very excited to present their work.
Right. And what does Culture Days really mean to the town of Amherstburg?
Well, I think Culture Days is definitely a way to bring awareness to the public about what is really in your own backyard, and just unlocking the arts, as we say in Amherstburg, and always having that cultural mindset at the forefront.
That's great. Well, I hope everybody comes out to Amherstburg to unlock the arts and come on out to Amherstburg for Culture Days. So I hope you enjoyed our journey today. It was only highlighting a few of the areas in our region that are having Culture Days activities. There'll be activities in Tecumseh, LaSalle, Lakeshore, Stony Point, Pesh Island. Some great activities happening all through our area. Make sure you mark your calendars for September 27th through the 29th. It's 24 hours a day throughout the entire weekend. Definitely get your schedule together, and I hope to see you out. Thank you.